Welcome back to the story of my samurai and the way of the warrior. Let's continue. Feeling refreshed after a few songs and tempted by the aromatic kitchen smells wafting into his room, Eddie opened the door. Hannah looked up at him. Her face lit up like a light. "I saw the wolf outside when you came home, Eddie. So cool. My brother with an Okiri Okami." He gave his sister one of his well-practiced, "I don't know what you're talking about" looks. "A what?" he said. "Get off the floor, Hannah." Eddie's older sister, Kira, walked past. "Don't worry. She's imagining things again," she said. Their mother interrupted. "No, let her continue," she said. "But come to the table. Our meal's ready." As they all sat, Hannah stuck her tongue out in Kira's direction. "So, the Okiri Okami is like a protector wolf, you know, and a spirit messenger." Waving her hands like a magician about to perform her final act, Hannah lowered her voice and leaned into the table. "In the really old days, the Okiri Okami would walk with someone in the forest to protect them from danger until they got to their village." Kira sighed and reached past her sister for a steaming bowl. "And the last wolf was killed by hunters in Japan over 150 years ago." Undeterred, her young sister continued, "The Okami selects special people like our brother to guide and protect. I want to meet it. Talk with it. Can I, Eddie?" Eddie loaded up his bowl and smiled. "Maybe it's just a hungry white dog looking for a free meal. What do you think, Mom?" Satomi smiled too. "Yes, son, it could be. And it will be enjoying 3 free meals soon if you do not eat yours." Eddie was enjoying himself. He couldn't remember the last time they'd sat together as a family. He usually preferred snacking in his room or eating in town. He'd forgotten how good his mom's cooking was. He scanned the table for more. As the girls laughed and teased each other, his mother moved closer to him, speaking quietly. "Hannah knows a lot about these things. Don't reject her because of her age. She is older than all of us in many ways." Eddie nodded. As annoying as his sister could be, he knew the truth of his mother's words. Hannah seemed to have a gift, an annoying ability to know things that were going to happen and to know things someone her age shouldn't know, couldn't know. He recalled it had started when she was ill as a young girl. She would have to stay in bed for days, alone and in pain. Nobody seemed to know how to help her. As she found it harder to walk and move around like other children, she seemed to start knowing things. It was like she was from a different planet sometimes. She could see things before they happened and know what people were thinking. He'd come to accept it over the years, and in that moment, he was reminded of it. Okay, he thought. As strange as it sounded, maybe the dog was something else, somehow. As they finished and cleared the table, Kira called to her sister and mother. "Let's practice. I have a new kata to show you." Eddie grinned and moved to the door. "Time for me to go," he said. Kira studied him. "Stay and watch? Watch girls dance?" "Yeah, nah. Who said we're dancing? Could be something else, right?" she replied. "Well, it looks like a dance. All that hand moving and girl stuff." Their mother shook her head as she helped move their simple selection of furniture. "Leave him," she said. The girls called out in unison as their brother escaped to his bedroom. By Eddie. Join us again for episode 14. And remember to subscribe to our channel.